Namaste to each one of you. So, today's topic, I attract the right relationship. Today's affirmation is, I attract the right relationship that inspires and uplifts me. Okay. I want all of you to repeat this. You can even type it in the comment section. Okay. I now attract relationships. I now attract relationship that inspires and uplifts me. इसको modify कर लो, right? In your own way, modify it and just type in different ways of highlighting the same affirmation. आपके हिसाब से what should be the best affirmation, right? I attract relationships which inspire and uplift me. ठीक है? And I want all of you to type this. This is extremely important. Whether you see right now you're in the live session, if somebody is watching it later, I want you to type this affirmation also. I attract relationships which inspire and uplift me. Now, सबसे पहला चीज that each one of you will have to keep in mind is relationships take a major time and a part of your life. I'm sure each one of you agree. अगर आप अपने लाइफ का पूरा हिस्सा देखोगे, इफ यू लुक एट योर एंटायर लाइफ, रिलेशनशिप्स का जो कंट्रीब्यूशन है, रिलेशनशिप्स का जो एनर्जी है, will take away a lot of your entire life. So personal relationships, professional relationships, the kind of money you earn, the amount of wealth you earn, सब कहीं ना कहीं is impacted by your relationship, and everybody will agree on to this point. इनफैक्ट आई एम श्योर बहुत सारे लोग, आप लोग ये भी एग्री करेंगे दैट मेनी टाइम्स इवन योर हेल्थ is also impacted by the kind of relationships you have. If your relationships are stressful, then kahin na kahin your emotions are impacted. आपका emotions अगर impacted है, तो आपका health definitely impacted होने वाला है. And this is all beautifully interlinked in one way or the other. So relationships become an integral part of your life. Great relationships eventually creates a great way of life. Difficult relationships in one way or the other will create tremendous amount of difficulty in your life. But I want all of you to understand this. और ये मैंने कई बार past में भी बोला है, but I'm going to talk about this again. Relationships, some of them you have chosen and some of them have been given to you. बट अगर हम स्पिरिचुअली, मेटाफिजिकली अगर हम देखें, तो हर रिलेशनशिप जो है, यू हैव ओनली अट्रैक्टेड. सो एवरी रिलेशनशिप हैज बीन चोजन बाय यू. हमने कैसे हमारे पेरेंट्स को चूज किया, हमने कैसे हमारा बॉस को चूज किया, हमने कैसे हमारे सिबलिंग्स को चूज किया, इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू अंडरस्टैंड. बट इफ यू गो बियॉन्ड लॉजिक, you have chosen every relationship in your life, and that is extremely important for each one of you to understand. We all choose our relationships. Now, why do we choose our relationships? ये समझना बहुत जरूरी है. Now, I want all of you to understand one thing. All the relationships in your life, अगर हम logically बात करें, अगर वो by choice है या without choice है, even, and spiritually अगर हम बोले, हर relationships जो आपने choose किया है is eventually to satisfy your larger purpose. वो ये पर्पस नहीं है जो हम कॉन्शियसली चूज करते हैं, मेरा पर्पस इज टू बी वेरी रिच इन लाइफ, वो नहीं. बिफोर वी आर बोर्न, मेटाफिजिकली, नाउ आई एम गेटिंग इनटू अ स्पिरिचुअल मेटाफिजिकल डायमेंशन. बिफोर वी आर बोर्न, वी ऑल हैव अ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर लाइफ. सो ह्यूमन लाइफ इज नो कोइंसिडेंस कि ऐसे पैदा हुआ और ऐसे मर गया, नहीं. देयर इज अ पर्टिकुलर रीजन व्हाई वी टेक बर्थ इन दिस पर्टिकुलर लाइफ टाइम, फॉर एंड वी ऑल चूज सर्टेन थीम्स. जैसे भगवत गीता के हिसाब से 80 लाख lives is something that we all go through in one way or the other. Now, this can be argued upon, this can be debated upon, but कहीं ना कहीं scriptures में ये लिखा हुआ है. So every life we select a particular theme. Just for an example, अगर इस जन्म में मेरा एक theme, there can be multiple themes, but अगर इस जन्म में मेरा एक theme है that I want to learn how to be patient. patience as an attribute is something that I want to learn in this lifetime, you will attract people who will test your patience. I repeat this. अगर आपका एक थीम इस जन्म में is to learn patience, how can I be very patient, right? Patience as a human attribute को मुझे इस जन्म में जानना है अच्छी तरह से. अगर ये एक लाइफ थीम अगर आपने सेलेक्ट किया है, so you will attract people who will continuously test your patience. इस टाइप के लोग आपके लाइफ में रहेंगे जो आपका पेशेंस बार बार टेस्ट करेंगे, बिकॉज वो आपका थीम बेस्ड अट्रैक्शन है in one way or the other. Okay, so similarly, there are people whom you attract for your larger purpose. There are people whom you attract who help you dissolve your karmic entanglements, which means a different life का कर्मा, unresolved karma, incomplete karma, उसको solve करने के लिए some people come into our life. अगर एकदम क्रूड तरीके से, it is not like this, but this is how it is presented in a lot of places. In a very crude तरीके में अगर मैं बोलना चाहूं तो I will say, अगर आपने किसी का बैंड बजाया है किसी जन्म में, अब वो आपकी बैंड बजाने के लिए आएगा इस जन्म में. So it's as blunt as this. Right? And you will wonder कि मैं तो सब कुछ सही कर रहा हूं इस इंसान के जन्म लाइफ में, बट पता नहीं ये इंसान कहीं ना कहीं मुझे क्यों ट्रबल कर रहा है, मुझे क्यों टॉर्चर कर रहा है. सो कहीं ना कहीं कार्मिक एंटेंगलमेंट को रिजॉल्व होने में ये मदद कर रहा है. एंड दैट इज एग्जैक्टली हाउ इट्स वर्किंग. And there are relationships that you attract which predominantly mirrors your current inner state. What does that mean? Right? See, eventually everything is going to the bigger purpose only. कार्मिक एंटेंगलमेंट वाले रिलेशनशिप भी क्यों आ रहे हैं? ताकि आप अपना बिगर पर्पस को लाइफ का रिजॉल्व कर पाए. मिरर वाले क्यों आ रहे हैं? बिगर पर्पस को रिजॉल्व कर पाए. राइट? मिरर मतलब क्या? मिररिंग पीपल मींस मैं जिस स्टेट में हूं, आई विल अट्रैक्ट पीपल हु आर इन अ सिमिलर स्टेट. तो आज अगर मैं अपने बॉस को गाली दे रहा हूं, आई विल अट्रैक्ट कलीग्स हु विल आल्सो गिव गाली टू द सेम बॉस. तब जाके आपका ग्रुप बनता है. दैट इज हाउ योर कम्युनिटी, योर सो कॉल्ड ट्राइब गेट्स क्रिएटेड, एंड यू विल सी अ लॉट ऑफ cribbers आर विद cribbers. A lot of amazing people are with amazing people. But if you look at your life in totality, there will always be a mix and match. A mix and match of similar vibration, a mix and match of karmic entanglement, a mix and match of people who are helping you satisfy your bigger life purpose, and a mix and match of your soul level larger purpose people. Now, what is soul level larger purpose? Soul level means आप कुछ बड़ा करना चाहते हो beyond you, beyond the relationship. Now you will attract people who will help you satisfy the huge soul level purpose. Soul level purpose means I want to do something very big for the society. I want to do something for the nation. I want to do something for a particular category of sector. I want to do something for the poor. So even a husband wife together say, let us create a beautiful healing center. Let us create an education place. Let us create a business together. और साथ में ऐसा कुछ करें, ऐसा कुछ प्रोडक्ट बनाएं, ऐसा कुछ सर्विस दे, which will help the larger masses. Now you together are going beyond just the relationship. Now this becomes soul level contract. I'm not talking about soul mates. Soul mates is a part of the bigger soul level contract only. But soul mate की जो बातें होती है is all about I am attracting a life partner. This is my soul mate. He or she is my soul mate. लोग उस entanglement में फंस जाते हैं. But soul level contracts are much bigger. But at the end of the day, they all are satisfying the bigger, larger purpose of life. Okay. So if your bigger, larger purpose is to achieve something, is to do something bigger, you will attract people who will, if there are karmic entanglements, उसको resolve करने के लिए लोग आ जाएंगे. बड़ा पर्पस को अचीव करने के लिए सोल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट लेवल लोग आ जाएंगे. और अगर आप नेगेटिविटी में हो तो उस टाइप के लोग आएंगे predominantly to tell you that this is what you're attracting, which means this is the state you are in at this point in time. Are you all getting this point? If it is confusing, congratulations. If it's brought in some amount of clarity, congratulations again. All right. So, but is this making sense? If it's making sense, Just type in, it's making sense. And that's why you will see you always have these kind of people in your life, different kinds of people. Okay. Now, before you then go and repeat the affirmation, it is always important to repeat the bigger purpose. Soul level purpose, अगर आपको पता नहीं भी है, it doesn't matter. But I want you to repeat the bigger purpose. For example, आपको मैंने कौन सा affirmation दिया? I asked you to repeat the affirmation. I now attract relationships who inspire and uplift me. But इसके पहले, I now want you to repeat your bigger purpose. Now, if you're not sure of the bigger purpose, you can also repeat. In this case, you can also repeat the goal that you have and then repeat this affirmation, which makes it more powerful. For example, at a larger level, I would say, my purpose is to completely transform and empower people till the time I am alive and breathing. I now attract relationships who inspire and uplift me to achieve my soul purpose. Now you understand the link of the entire affirmation. Now it becomes bigger. आप अपना गोल भी बोल सकते हो. For example, you will say, I now choose to achieve 50 lakh rupees by December 2026. I now attract relationships who inspire, support, and uplift me to achieve my goal. अब ये दोनों को जोड़ दो. Because you want to attract relationships who inspire and uplift you to satisfy your bigger purpose, soul purpose, or the goals that you have in life. I hope this is absolutely clear with all of you. Right? So, whenever you repeat this affirmation, you'll repeat it in this way. First, you ask, what is my bigger purpose? आज अगर मैं जिंदा हूं, what could be the bigger purpose? See, people who are struggling with daily needs and necessities, they can't think about the bigger purpose because bigger purpose is higher chakras. But lower chakras ही satisfy अगर नहीं हो रहा है, मेरा survival ही satisfy नहीं हो रहा है, thinking about the higher chakra is very difficult. There are some people who regularly meditate, regularly are in that space. Even if the lower chakras are not satisfied, they are able to operate out of higher chakras. But जिन लोगों के लिए the lower chakras are not satisfied, जिनका सैलरी ही नहीं आ रहा है, उसको आप बोलोगे think about the bigger purpose, नहीं, वो बोलेगा पहला पैसा तो आने दे, बाकी सोच बाद में आएगा. And that is why it is important, if you're unable to think about what is my soul purpose, what is my larger purpose, go to the next level. And what is my goal? What is it that I want to achieve? That's solar plexus, right? Power, control, authority, goals, what I want to achieve, what is mine, even that is fine. मुझे क्या achieve करना है? And now you say, I now attract relationships who help me achieve that particular goal. Homework for all of you, right? There are few things that I want you to keep in mind, and I want you to write this down also in the comment section, but make a note of it. What are my current beliefs about relationships in general? Right? Thank you. What are my current beliefs about my relationships in general? वो आपको एक बार लिखना है. बिकॉज इससे आपको पता चलेगा कि आपकी जितनी उम्र बीत चुकी है, what have you concluded and processed about relationships, and this all would have happened with your past experience with these kind of people only. आज अगर कोई बोलते हैं marriages are a compromise only, now this is a very strong belief coming from a past experience, but these beliefs are going to create the future experiences. सो रिलेशनशिप्स का एक्सपीरियंस को बदलने के लिए रिलेशनशिप का बिलीफ को बदलना पड़ेगा. रिलेशनशिप्स का बिलीफ को बदलने के लिए आपको आइडेंटिफाई करना है व्हाट बिलीव्स आर नीडेड, बट उसके पहले आइडेंटिफाई करो व्हाट आर माय एग्जिस्टिंग बिलीव्स अबाउट रिलेशनशिप्स. आज प्रोफेशनल रिलेशनशिप के बारे में मेरा क्या बिलीव्स है, पर्सनल रिलेशनशिप्स के बारे में मेरा क्या बिलीफ है, पार्टनरशिप के बारे में मेरा क्या बिलीफ है, किस टाइप के लोग मेरे आसपास हैं उसके बारे में मेरा क्या बिलीफ है, मैरिज के बारे में मेरा क्या बिलीफ है. पेरेंटिंग के बारे में मेरा क्या बिलीफ है, लीडरशिप एंड मैनेजरल स्किल्स या मैनेजर के बारे में क्या बिलीफ है मेरा, दुनिया में किस टाइप के लोग हैं इसके बारे में मेरा क्या बिलीफ है, ऑल ऑफ दीज यू नीड टू क्वेश्चन, write it down in a notebook, and now ask yourself relationships ke prati what should my beliefs be. I remember recently I was talking to somebody and I said, आजकल ना दुनिया में लोग, and I just told that person, होगा आप जो बोल रहे हो, it could be right, but right now I believe दुनिया में बढ़िया लोग भी हैं, दुनिया में बढ़िया लोग ऐसे भी लोग हैं who are ready to change not only themselves but also other people, because I want to be in that particular zone. सच वो भी बोल रहा है, सच मैं भी बोल रहा हूं, फर्क क्या है, हमारा फोकस एक जगह पे नैरोड डाउन है, ही इज नैरोड डाउन टू द मोर नेगेटिव साइड एंड नैरोइंग मोर टू द पॉजिटिव साइड। इससे क्या फर्क होगा, हम दोनों का एक्सपीरियंसेस अलग होने वाला है, because of the kind of belief that we are carrying because of the past experience only. But then I've got to work on that particular belief, and that is extremely important, friends. Right? So I want each one of you to keep this in mind. So your affirmation is, this is my particular goal, this is my particular purpose, right? This is my particular goal, this is my particular purpose. And on the basis of that, you need to work on your relationships. So I'm going to give you some steps. Make a note of it. Sabse pehle, you need to have the larger purpose very, very clear. And if your larger purpose is not very, very clear, the current goal, futuristic goal, has to be very, very clear. मुझे क्या achieve करना है? And write down what is the larger purpose. उसके नीचे लिखिए, what are the current beliefs I must carry about relationships? Okay. इसके बाद I want you to repeat those beliefs every day once. And if you're not very clear of what kind of beliefs I should have about relationships, go to ChatGPT, go to Google, type it down. Give me a list of 10 extremely powerful beliefs that I must carry to have phenomenal relationships in life. और आपको मिल जाएगा एक लिस्ट में से हर सेंटेंस आपको रेजोनेट नहीं करेगा, so then you pick up the ones that resonate with you, but have your master list ready. 10, 15, 20 beliefs. So सबसे पहले, what is my bigger purpose? Then what are the 10 to 15 to 20 powerful beliefs I must carry? ये आप लिख लीजिए. Then write down the affirmation. The affirmation is very clear. I now attract, the larger purpose likhiye or the larger goal likhiye, and then I attract relationships who inspire and uplift me, or I attract relationships who help me achieve my larger purpose. इसके अलावा एग्जिस्टिंग रिलेशनशिप्स में अगर टॉक्सिसिटी है, अगर नेगेटिविटी है, इफ यू आर गेटिंग ट्रबल्ड बाय इट, इफ यू आर गेटिंग पेनफुल इमोशंस बिकॉज ऑफ इट, इसका दो ही जवाब है. वन, दे आर मिररिंग पीपल. They are mirroring your current emotions, telling you what you have to change within you, or they are here unknowingly helping you resolve your karmic entanglement. Or karmic entanglement, rule number one is not to change the other person, is not to change the behaviors of other people, is to first work on your own emotions. अगर वो इंसान is creating panic in me, anger in me, irritation in me, insecurity in me, I have to work on my anger, panic, fear, insecurity to such an extent कि सामने वाला 1% भी अगर नहीं सुधरे, फिर भी आप, you are now getting into a peaceful state, is mastery. And I promise you one thing, once you get into a peaceful state, if the person was a mirror result, the person's behavior changes or the person disappears. And if that person was a karmic entanglement, the person stops troubling you once you become peaceful, or the person changes his or her own behavior. That is how karma gets resolved. That is how what you attract and what you manifest gets changed. And hence, practice Ho'oponopono with toxic relationships. How do you practice Ho'oponopono? All of you, close your eyes. Think about that one relationship. There could be many, but as of now, if at all you have any relationship which is challenging for you, which is a little toxic for you, which has been painful for you, with your eyes closed, imagine a beautiful space, a divine healing space, maybe a divine healing room that your mind creates for you. Imagine kijiye. It could be a place of worship. It could just be a beautiful open space. It could be a beautiful room. It's your own mind, so create it. And invoke the presence of divine energies here. If you are a believer in divine, if you believe in any particular name, it could be the light, it could be the cross, it could be the Trishul, it could be the vibration of Om, it could be anything. Imagine that energy in the space. Bow down in front of this energy and just affirm by saying, I am your child. My purpose in this life is bigger, is very defined and divine, knowing I am your child. With your blessings, I now choose to walk on the path of my divine larger purpose. Feel, imagine, visualize being directly blessed by that divine energy, having the blessings and the backing of the divine energy. Invite that person in the relationship which is difficult, challenging, painful, or toxic. Look at that person and first acknowledge, telling that person with a smile on your face that in this dimension, in this spiritual energetic space, you and I both know we are here for a larger purpose. And it's extremely easy to get entangled in relationships, dramas, and other things which can make us both ignorant and in a state where we lose focus on the larger purpose. From this moment onwards, I choose to heal myself, and I give you the space to heal yourself in the presence of the divine and the divine blessings. May you also walk joyfully and peacefully on your larger purpose. Now look at this person and say, with the divine blessings and in the presence of the divine, I am sorry If I've done anything wrong, knowingly, unknowingly, in this life or any life, consciously or subconsciously, I am sorry and please forgive me. Acknowledge by saying thank you for accepting this. Thank you for coming into my healing space. And thank you for showing your readiness to heal and make a beautiful shift. And depending on the relationship, you can either say, I love you, let there be joy and peace in our own lives, and let us joyfully, as soul partners, move to the larger purpose. Thank the other person and allow the other person to go back into their space, turn towards the divine. With a smile, look at this beautiful energy and just affirm, I, with your blessings, choose to achieve my larger purpose and goals. I now attract relationships who inspire me, support me, and I support them to together achieve the larger purpose. And mentally, all of you repeat with me, together, divine order, love, joy, now. Together, divine order, love, joy, now. Together, divine order, love, joy, now. With a beautiful smile, open your eyes and do type in the comment section what you liked about today's session, and also type in the beliefs that you must carry about relationships. Continue with the Ho'oponopono practices. Keep the learning active in your space. Take a snapshot of today's session. You can post it on your social media, and I would love it if you're tagging me. I'm going to take a snapshot of this. Have a beautiful day, each one of you, and let's stay connected. Invite more people to join this community, and let's all keep raising our awareness and definitely grow together, because that's a larger purpose. Like, you're attending my session, I'm also playing a role, right? Maybe I am playing a role helping you achieve your larger purpose. You've attracted me in your entire circle of relationships. Yeah. So thank you very much. If you've already subscribed, thank you for that. And if you have not, subscribe to the channel and invite more and more people. Share the session with others, and that's how we keep growing. God bless. Take care of yourself. Tathastu to each one of you. What are my current beliefs about relationships in general? Yes. And what should be the beliefs about relationships? And then your affirmation. And if there are toxic relationships, you do the Ho'oponopono the way I have just mentioned at this point in time. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.